Okay, so this is for the PBL, and I'm going to make a board game with the kids. And what I'm thinking is making small groups of 5 and giving them each a job within their group to work together for their own little community for the group. It's a class of 25, so 5 groups of 5 students. Time limit, do the concept in the blueprint first. The first week, they'll write up what their game's about and how many people can play and all the ideas for the game. And then week 2, we'll make the game.
Okay.
So what do you think?
Well, I would think that I would have some sort of like mind map for them.
Yeah, mind map.
So that they can come up with, like, you can direct them sort of in their thinking of like what to come up. So like,
Okay.
What do we want the name to be? What do we want them
Things to
like,
fill in almost?
Yeah. Like, obviously, Chutes and Ladders, the game is to like make it through the end of the board.
The
but
concept of the game.
Exactly.
Concept.
And then that way they could fill it out as a team too.
Goal or whatever.
And then that's tangible for them next
Yes.
week so that like they don't forget.
Oh, I have it here. Wait. Concept of the game.
Oh,
As a
perfect.
group.
Perfect.
Well, look at
okay,
that.
Great.
Amazing.
So then really it would just
and then like
be...
game name, game rules.
Yep.
Game cards and figures. People are in charge of these also. And game board.
Yeah.
But they need to talk about these first, like concept of the
Yes.
game. But make more details of questions within.
Yep. And then they can fill it out as a group. And then maybe even like
Now, when you say mind map, do you mean like do it
I don't
on
know.
a computer?
No.
We've been doing mind maps in the class.
So I'm just thinking of like a
Things
worksheet.
like worksheet to go
Yeah.
through. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like a flow chart kind of.
Yeah.
It could even be like a game within a game.
Yeah. That's how you make a game. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I also think that, are you going to be letting them pick their groups, or are you picking them?
I'm going to pick their groups.
Okay.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Because I want to make sure that it's well balanced with like skills and
Yeah.
just a mix of people.
Yes.
And I'll go back and I'll let them choose, but then I'll probably go back and make sure that they're all. You've done this before with more groups.
So you could have them put on a card if you want their input. You
good
could say
idea.
pick one friend you would want in your group, and I'll try the best I can to make it happen, but maybe not.
Yeah.
Like I will.
Or I can also say like, what are your skills? Like, what do you think you're good at?
Oh yeah. Okay. Are you good at like coming up with rules?
Are you an artist? Or do you like
Yeah.
to make the rules? Do you like to?
Oh well, that would be really cool to
Yeah.
have. I mean,
I can have them choose rules.
Engineer,
artist,
inventor.
engineer.
that would be really
Designer.
cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah, designer and engineer are close. That's if only I could write.
That would be. I like that. I like that.
I know it's a cool thing. Like I'd like to do it with every class, but I think I can only do it with the one to really get into it.
Yeah.
So-
Well, I mean, it's definitely like it's a pilot, right?
And like, what will your game have? Will it have dice? Will it have just a spinner? Things like that. Spinner, dice, cards, figures.
Yeah. You could even. I mean, again, I know.
What materials will you need?
I know we don't have a lot of time, but like it would be really good
I can go over a few weeks.
for them to see, like, when they're developing their like brainstorm worksheet, just have like go through a whole bunch of games.
Yeah,
like,
I was thinking like
Sorry
bringing in
is
some
different
games.
than Hungry Hungry Hippo, but it's just as good.
Yeah.
So like, but is that achievable? Is that
But that's it too. Like,
you know,
what kind
like,
of game
could-
is achievable?
Yeah, like the things that they can control.
I was wondering, I don't know, is conceivable. I really should have some kind of theme go through, because they talk about a theme. But I'm wondering what kind of theme. So that's 5 different games that they could all go through. First I was thinking inventions, but that's just all over the place because they all have their individual inventions. But what kind of theme do you think I could have? What kind of theme would work well? And I could still go off Leonardo da Vinci. I could do a Da Vinci game, maybe, since we've been talking about it. And they're going to continue to talk about it. Maybe they could figure out what kind of Da Vinci game. I like Da Vinci game. If it works out well, we'll sell it.
That's right. Entire
They're going to be like a video game?
patent
I
pending.
wish we could be doing a board game.
Yeah, no.
we'll have to show them what a board game is. I know they know.
They might. They might
I
not.
think, right? They might not.
But they might know, like, they might not know Monopoly, but they might be like, oh, my mom plays that on her phone.
Right.
So, like, Candy Crush is a board game.
Yeah.
But it's
I
a
might
game
bring in
within a
some.
game.
I might bring in some games too, so they can see
Mm-hmm.
game boards, and then like a
There's-
spinner and like
Oh my gosh.
different things.
I don't know if it's just the Toy Hall of Fame or if it's board game.
Oh, really?
Board game, yeah.
Okay.
Board game Hall of Fame.
Board game Hall of Fame. A different example.
Yeah, this year, Apples to Apples, Yahtzee, Scrabble,
Mm-hmm.
all the ones that have like
All the
been
classics.
inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Oh, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure I have like 5 at home that I could bring in.
Right?
Oh my
I've
God.
never played Trivial
Like there's
Pursuit.
you never played Trivial Pursuit? Oh
No.
my gosh. Yeah, that's a good one. Trivial games or
No,
Yahtzee's
but, like,
a good one
even-
because you count
But
it.
even like Scrabble, because it could be also you
Like
could
what
you
category
could,
is your
you
game?
could tell them like, you know, because if they're like they could develop a math game or a word
Mm-hmm.
game, like a something academic.
And I'm gonna have it so when they're finished, they're gonna take it back to their classroom and they can play it.
Yeah.
They can keep it in the classroom.
Yeah.
So, like, what kind
We
of
should
game
put them
do
on
you
display.
We can
first.
put them in that
Yeah.
in that board in that
Mhm.
spot. What kind of game? I'm thinking questions to ask them. What did we just say? We were talking about
Do they want it to be like more academic? Do they want it to be
academic.
math related, reading, language arts related?
It could even be
Like heads
STEAM
up,
stuff. They
heads
could-
up, or
Heads Up, right.
like charades is like
It's more concept.
physical, Pictionary. Like it's
They could even do. I'm trying to think within the theme. What if it was like all the things that DaVinci did, which is like everything STEAM.
yeah.
So you do science or technology or
Oh,
like
yeah, okay.
art or
That would definitely be.
Oh,
the
there's 5 of
category.
them.
Absolutely, I would go.
let's
with
do
that.
that. That's true.
Yeah.
Hey, let's stick to the theme.
Yeah, right. And
Yeah. That could work really well. And then they'd have something to work with within.
now could they make a card game, or does it have to be a board
Yes.
game?
I wanted it as a board game, so it's all equal
Okay.
around. But they could have a card game within the board
Okay,
game.
so they still need to go from one place to the or some.
I
of
think so to
kind.
keep it consistent.
Okay.
If they all have the same kind of materials ish,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So you can give them like a poster board and then spinner. They can make a spinner, or they might want dice or whatever.
Yes.
We'll have to figure that out. That's what
They
they
could
need
make
to figure
dice
out.
too.
Oh yeah, with like clay.
No, like with paper.
Oh, you know how to make it with paper?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Make dice.
Yeah. Well, this
That's
has
a
we
good
just
math
make
game.
a cube.
Yeah, just like, I've done it with like clay. You just poke the holes.
Oh.
But you've done it with paper? All right. Dice or a spinner. What other things? Or just pick cards, right?
Yep.
Cards. Or I can't think of anything else that would work for a game. Right?
Yeah.
Spinner, card, dice, spinner, cards. And maybe they'll come up with
Or
something else.
figurines or anything else.
Yeah,
needed.
figures, right, to move, right.
Mhm.
And then I thought within their jobs, like someone might be better at writing the questions, or you know, someone's
Yeah.
better at making the board, someone's better at, or more comfortable, I should say, with making the figures, or how are we gonna make the figure? And
Yeah.
I'll help them. I'll go around to be like small groups, you know, for whatever they need. I think it'd be fun.
I do too.
I think they're gonna get into it.
Yes. But having like also sort of like a criteria for success within making that board game. So like, you know, today we're going to make sure that
Like
X,
goals
Y, and
for the
Z,
day?
get fulfilled.
Okay. Our expectations.
Exactly.
Goals for each segment of it.
Yeah.
Like each day, every class.
So like really the week 1 will be getting
the ideas.
getting the ideas together and
Getting it
brainstorming
organized.
with your group.
Right.
And then week 2, it's not going to be finishing the game for sure, but
Week 1 is like ideas, jobs, concept.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the same as ideas, but a little different. And then week 2 is start putting it together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Making it. Making game. Working the jobs, I guess.
Yeah.
Say it a little more eloquently.
Like, is someone going to work on the figurines? Is someone going to work
Right,
on...
like
Everyone can probably work
dividing
on...
up.
Divide and conquer, for sure.
Dividing not chores.
But yeah.
Jobs. Delegating jobs. Delegating jobs. And I think they'll be interested too because they have such ownership of this whole thing.
Yes.
And then week 3, finishing all that because it's
Right.
going to take more than...
It really is.
Yeah. Finishing
When do you see that?
game.
When do you see this class?
Saturday mornings.
No. What Miss Barrow's class? What time?
Oh, Thursdays.
Okay.
Thursday morning.
Okay.
So we should have continuous Thursdays. Shouldn't be. Oh, we have one. No.
We should be good.
Yeah.
And I also.
And then week 4, they can play each other's games.
Yeah.
Or we can even do that for a while.
So that could also be a way of like a formal assessment, really, on
Yes.
on them, like because you have to. I mean, and you can also call it like crowdsourcing, and like oh my gosh,
Crowdsourcing in what way?
No, people come in. It's not crowdsourcing. People come in and test out games.
Oh.
You know, like is this
Okay.
like that should be part of.
Like you're talking about like I can't think of what it's
I don't
called
know.
either.
Because it's 3:30 in the afternoon.
Well, it'll come to me. Yes.
But
So the
that,
assessment can
but
be,
that
does the
way-
game work?
Exactly, and then also it could be a way of like asking.
What are the
questions.
kinks?
Yes.
So we'll have like a trial play. They can just switch around.
Yeah.
What are the kinks of this? What do we need to work out? Yeah, this could take like weeks and weeks, but I think that's okay. And what can they work out? How to make it better?
You know, and you could even prolong.
How to improve.
You could even prolong this though, and if there's 5 groups, you could essentially have them work on it, but like meet with 2 groups a class period.
Yeah.
And just have like individual and like centers
Check-in.
and stations for others,
Yeah.
so that they really do get your one-on-one
Yeah.
time.
I mean, I was planning on just moving around the room, but I can. Yeah, but that's a good idea to do
Because
it.
it's definitely going to take longer.
It's going to take longer.
But that's okay. But that's what
Or it'll take shorter than we think.
the project-based learning is about. Like they're
Right.
real. I mean, it's
And I'll have a
deep dive.
timeline. I'm going to have a timeline. Well, I kind of have a timeline here, right here, of what's each week.
Yeah.
So that'd be their assessment too,
Yep.
right? And then the very final one will be the actual project.
Yeah. The presenting of the game.
Yeah. Presentation. Oh, then that should be the last week. They should present it and show us how to. Well.
Well, I mean, I'm available.
Oh yeah, you should come over and do
Yeah.
it.
During that time slot.
Yeah. I wonder if we could even have
But we could have
your class come and try the
We
thing
could
at the
definitely
same
do that.
time.
We could definitely
Yeah,
do
because we
that.
both have 3rd grade at the same time. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. Okay. Well, we could just start our own little company here.
I know, right? I think they'll really like it.
I hope so. I think so too. All right. Well, I'm excited. We'll get started on
This is
it.
way easier than escape room.
Oh, that's trickier.
Like,
Well, I kind of want to bring the board game back to them too.
yeah, no, it's great. Like,
When did you do an escape room?
A few years ago, it was me with then like a 2nd grade, a 3rd grade, and a 4th grade class teacher
Okay.
because it was for project-based learning.
Okay. Oh, for like a class they were taking, like this kind of thing.
No.
Oh, for school?
For school, because
Okay.
the last principal loved project-based learning.
Okay. Yeah.
And oh god, it was a doozy.
That's
But
fun
it was
though.
so cool because then the other classes came in and did the
Oh, how
escape room,
fun.
and then the kids even like
We should
reset
do
the room
that.
too. It was
Yes.
awesome. It was awesome.
That'd be fun to even
But
do
it
for
was
like the
so much.
Halloween.
And then the
stuff.
parents even came in to see if they
Fun.
could escape. It was cute.
That's really cute.
It was really cute.
I wonder if we do something like that for like a science night or something. I don't know what I want to get into though.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. Well, thank you.